With Fushun currently being out and also the live stream and of course the next patch coming out being Jing and Topaz, we are going to be seeing the next drip marketed characters already being Huo Huo and Argenti. This is actually very exciting because they do sport classes that I did want to see more of, and is also going to impact a lot of the teams that we're going to be seeing in game very soon. I think one of these characters, especially Huo Huo, and the other character Argenti, I think they're going to be very important, and I think it's going to be very important to look at version 1.5 in as a whole when it comes to these characters coming out, because as we know, Jing and Topaz are most likely going to be DPSs since they are sporting the Hunt and Destruction class, and as we may know, these classes do put out a lot of damage. Now with it being Abundance and Erudition, this is going to be giving out more characters with those roles that aren't as fleshed out in all honesty, and we're going to be looking at each one of them and see what impact they're actually going to give to the meta of the game, to a lot of the best teams in the game. We're going to be looking at all that very soon. Now looking at Huo Huo, she is going to be an Abundance character that is Wind, so that's actually very good already, not only because when looking at the Wind element, we just don't have a lot of Wind element characters, which is a really good thing. I know I guess you could say the possibility of looking at mono elements in regards to mono wind or mono lightning or something like that aren't as favorable as it is quantum, just because of how busted quantum relics are. But overall, this is going to be a possibility soon if we get another wind character, because we do have Blade, we do have Bronya, and then Sampo and Don Hung are just there. It's nice seeing that we're getting another wind unit, and overall just another sustain unit with it being another abundance character, because of course Bailu, Luocha is limited. If people miss out on Luocha, you're not going to have another sustain unit besides Bailu that is a 5-star. Bailu is a standard character, so not as easy to get. Lynx and Natasha have been absolutely amazing, and Lynx is of course the current character at the moment, so seeing another abundance character is really nice. And of course we do have the preservation characters as well that act as a sustain. So Huo Huo, in all honesty, if you do have a lot of these sustain characters, whether it be abundance or preservation, you can overall probably skip. We don't know the kit, but overall it's just really nice to see that we are getting another sustain character in the game. Overall, for accounts that didn't get Luocha, that didn't get Fushun, all these other characters that are absolutely amazing and make it super easy to clear stuff, if you didn't get these characters, it's nice seeing that Huo Huo is going to be able to affect that. Now we don't know what she does. We do know that she is an abundance character, so we can expect heals. But with all the mixing and matching of classes that we've seen from characters like Fushun, like with her being able to heal, shield, well, quote unquote shield, which is actually the redirection and the mitigation, but she can also do damage with her ult. There's a lot of stuff that she can do, and there was a lot of stuff packed into her kit. So overall, looking at Huo Huo and her being abundance, 100% you should probably not expect her to just heal, just because there is a lot of things that these characters have been doing where they're kind of stepping into other classes while being named as another. As like I said before, Fushun is preservation, but somehow she can do damage, she can heal, she can buff, she can do all this type of stuff. So yeah, if you're looking at a 5-star sustain character, I'm assuming, and you might as well assume as well, that she's probably going to be doing something else besides just healing. And of course, this is not officially confirmed or anything like that. This is just overall my opinion in what they've been doing with a lot of the 5-star sustain characters. They usually give them a little bit extra just to show that they are a 5-star in all honesty. But the main character, in my honest opinion, that I'm kind of excited for and someone I really want to focus on is Argenti. Just because Argenti, of course, is a physical unit. That's really nice. We don't have a lot of physical DPS in the game. But the main thing is that he is Erudition. And with being an Erudition, this means something very important in my honest opinion. Just because Erudition has been in such a weird state in the game in all honesty. Most of the game has been basically overrun by Hunt, by Destruction. Mainly Destruction, with Blade and Don Hung being some of the most nastiest units to ever come out in this game. Erudition just isn't in that area. We have characters like Kafka and Nihility doing crazy damage. We have characters in Destruction like Blade and Don Hung. We have characters like Sele and Hunt. And of course, Topaz coming out and Jing coming out for Destruction and Hunt. There's a lot of these really crazy DPS characters that are going to be coming out or already out in the game that are a part of these classes. Now, Erudition overall just hasn't gotten any chance to shine at the current moment. There are people trying to make Himiko work. We've seen absolutely amazing plays from Himiko in certain content like MOC, where I've seen her 1 cycle, I've seen her 0 cycle. Is potential that can be there. Same with Jing Yuan. He can also 0 cycle stuff. It's just overall the investment you put into these characters. But when you look into the best characters in the game, or you look at the best teams in the game, or the most used teams in the game, you don't really see Jing Yuan, you don't really see Himiko. Ching Chui is making it up there as well. Serval and Herda, you don't really see them as much. Erudition has just been in such a weird state in the game that we don't know what really they're here for at the current moment. Now, I do think that I have an idea of what the true purpose of Erudition is, but that will be for another video. But mainly for Argenti, I just want to see what they're going to do with this class, and is he going to make it excel in a certain area or not. Now, of course, I do want to point out that with Erudition, a lot of these characters don't really step into other paths as we do with the other classes, like Preservation, like Abundance, like what is it called, Destruction. A lot of these characters in these paths can also fluctuate into other paths, because as we may know, a lot of the stuff that is for Erudition, some Destruction characters that can do, a lot of characters that are in Preservation, they're over here buffing and healing and all that type of stuff. So a lot of characters are stepping out of their actual class, but being named as one or another class. Erudition, they're kind of the same thing all around. There are a lot of AoE, there are a lot of shield break, there's a lot of stuff that goes into them that I guess you could say isn't showcased properly or isn't used as much. So hopefully with Argenti, we can kind of see what they want to go with. Erudition, I really want him to shine. I really want him to do very good. We don't know much about these characters. I think his design is very cool in all honesty, but as again, I am just very excited for the Erudition to hopefully have someone that is the saving grace for that class, because right now there's not a lot of love for Erudition. I really do hope, and I want to see other characters be able to buff out Erudition. As we may know, Lynx is a character that's going to be buffing out Preservation and Destruction, mainly Destruction, because you're going to have characters like Blade, characters like Clara that are getting this buff from Lynx, and it's specific to Lynx because she can only give those buffs to Preservation and Destruction. So in the future, or maybe even Argenti himself, he could possibly buff Erudition characters. Maybe it's like follow-up attacks do more damage, or maybe for the Erudition class, give them more crit damage, more crit rate, let them do 2 follow-up attacks at once. There's a lot of cool stuff that they've been doing, especially with them giving Lynx that class specific thing, and them giving certain characters traces where if they have this weakness, do more damage or do more crit damage, all that type of stuff. There's just some really cool things coming out of these characters that they're coming out with more recently, and of course they're letting characters step out of their class. So looking at Argenti, looking at how he possibly might be, they might let Argenti do some couple of crazy things, whether it be do more damage like a hunt class, or be able to take something in regards to like losing HP or something like the Destruction class, or maybe even buff like Harmony. Hopefully they just let him step out of his bounds like a lot of the recent characters have been doing. I'm really excited to see that. I do want to see Erudition shine, because I know a lot of people really like their Jing Yuan, really like Himiko, really like all these other characters in the Erudition path, and we just haven't seen a chance for them to shine, which I just hopefully they do, because Destruction has been getting so much love, Hunt has been getting love of course, and I need Erudition to get the same. So other than that, that's pretty much it for this video. I am very excited of course to see Argenti, what he's gonna do. Same thing with Huo Huo. I want to see how good she is going to be as a sustain, because as we may know, we have a lot of crazy sustain units in this game at the current moment, with it being Fu Xuan, with it being Luocha, Japard, Bailu, even Lynx. There's a lot of really crazy characters out there right now. She's definitely going to have to step it up in what she can give to the team in order to be up among these other characters that are so SP positive, that give so many buffs, that give so many different avenues of being able to sustain a character in their team. She has to do a lot. And her being a 5-star, she's going to have that bar raised, or either stay at the bare minimum of being able to do a lot for the team. Argenti, I just hope he can do damage. I hope he can make Erudition shine. I want him to do a lot of damage. I want him to do some really cool things. I want him to do some massive AoE. That way we're able to shred like a wave all in one go or something like that. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. Let me know if you are excited for Argenti and Huo Huo, or even Jing Liu and Topaz. Let me know who you're going to be summoning for. Let me know if you're going to be summoning for these guys instead of the other girls. We'll see. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. See y'all in the next one, and peace.